I'm impressed. I don't know about you. So we're a little tight here, right? Correct. And we're a little loosey there. But it fits the forward portion now. Everybody, so we're at the point where we got the hood working really well. Let me show you. It's coming out really, really good. Looks good. Opens and closes nice now. So I just want to show you real quick the Eleanore hood issue we have. It's mostly negated except for a little bit down here now. This side lines up really, really well. This gap is now good. It was really, really tight here, and it was really loose on that end, and it was an issue. So what we did is we had to go after the hinge. We can't go after the body. So we make the hinge oblong, move it forward a little bit. We got it right. Let me show you the other side now. So now we're on this side here. The gap is the same, and we lose it a little bit here. What we're going to do is we're going to take the average height of this and the extended gap of that, and we're going to 50-50 this to negate this. Only other option would be is to add in here to correct that issue. So we're going to try not to do that because we have nothing in the hood. So if we have to, we have to. We have either, it would be the smartest thing would be is to add into the hood, not into the panel, because the panel has that line right there. So right now we're going to lower this to get this, and it has to be on the hood here. So she's there. It opens and closes. It'll be up to us next week. Front fenders will go on. We're going to be aligning them up, making sure the body fits the fenders really well. We're making the car fit the parts at this point. And the reason being is because of how it was built. It's hand-built, it's custom, and the parts were never built under this car to begin with from factory, so we're making the best of what we have. We're doing the overall average from the part to the body of the car, if that makes any kind of sense. But in body man terms, you kind of get it. You pick and choose the battle. So, here's Eleanor's head. fenders on, and getting pretty sexy. They line up pretty good. I have previous pictures when we were up at Glenn's house. When I first saw the car, I mapped the car. Meaning mapping the car, I took pictures of every section of this car thoroughly in high resolution, so I could blow them up on the computer and see where it's been to know where it's going. And I go back to those pictures time and again because we couldn't change the shape of the car, we just changed in how we made the car flat. So now that we did that, what we found was things that came up from back then show up again now. When we start putting panels on, I'll show you what I mean. This gap showed up again. It's better now than it was, but it's not complete yet. So we got to build this body line out to that. Plus, we had to move the deck lid over. The deck lid was the glass lid. Now we have the metal one on. So it sat the same. So what we did was we pushed this side in, and then we took this side and went out. On the other one, we would have actually had to add fiberglass material to that area. This car, we don't. So our body line is pretty good here. The fender sits down just a tad here, but when I go through a final of installing this with the welds, I'm going to pull it up a little bit, and I got give and take on these fenders to fit the body good. This side fits pretty well. Tad low there, not a big deal. Gets compensated when I final bolt it up. This was fixed down in here. This line here is brought up into itself really nice. The overall of here is really good. Still need to flatten this a little bit. I see something here. This gap is going to be as good as it's going to get. Same thing as the other side into this side. I want to build this line out just a little bit more here, and then we're done here. This fits good. These sit a little low here and here. And on the previous pictures of me mapping this car, taking a picture here, you know where I'm going. It always did that. We want to get Eleanor looking really good with that fender lining up to there. That is not a body issue. That's just the fender overrunning on that side and that side. And it has nothing to do with where it stands because this is my reference point right there. We had the taillights on, sent Glenn a picture and everything, so we have the exact location of where the 56 taillights will go. So we'll do that when we get closer to the fenders being actually permanently on the car for a while, and before the paint job, we're going to finally drill the three holes. We'll get them exact as per the spec, and then we'll go with them. But that's Eleanor with the rear fenders. That'll give you a perspective of the driveway. This guy's got to roll this out. He's got to break everything out to set up. Today was a rainy day, Saturday, and he had a tech session today, and we finally got a chance to hook up. After the tech session, we crashed a little bit, Bill, Christy, and I. And then we finally, late in the afternoon, it was very nice to roll this out so we can look at it real close. We have tons more footage coming for you, and this girl as we go to completion. Everyone, take care. See you soon.
Oh my God, look at her butt. I mean, her butt. It's just so big. I can't believe it's just so round. It's just out there. I mean, her butt. It's just so gross. Look.
Let me see here. I think we're good. Yeah, I think that'll be good. I like. How does that? How would you do it, Stacy? Would like this or?
Well, I would be like. You could be like that.
Yeah.
Or that.
That's great.